For more stories like this, hit the like button and subscribe so we can create more videos like this. In a bustling city nestled near the foot of the Himalayas lived a determined young woman named Lina. She was known in her neighborhood as the girl with the backpack because every morning she'd hike small trails with a heavy rucksack filled with weights. Why? Because Lina had a dream. She wanted to be the youngest woman to climb Kalanag, one of the most treacherous peaks in the Himalayan range. She trained alone. She studied maps alone. She saved up every rupee from her job as a local trekking guide, eating plain rice and skipping nights out with friends. When people offered to help, she'd smile politely and say, "Thanks, but I want to do this on my own. If I succeed, it should be my achievement, no one else's." Some admired her independence. Others whispered she was being foolish. Finally, after years of planning, Lina set off on her solo expedition to conquer the deadly Kalanag. Her backpack was filled with the bare essentials: tent, food, ropes, and hope. For the first few days, everything went smoothly. She recorded video logs and smiled into the camera, saying things like, "One step closer." No help, no shortcuts. But as she climbed higher, things changed. A sudden snowstorm hit on day 5. The wind was merciless. Her tent collapsed. Her fingers turned numb. Her water bottle cracked from the cold. Still, she whispered through chattering teeth, "No turning back." On day 6, she slipped. A steep patch of ice took her by surprise. She tumbled a few meters down, cutting her leg badly on a jagged rock. Crying silently in the cold, she bandaged it with trembling hands. That night, huddled in a torn sleeping bag, she stared at the stars and whispered, "I wanted to do this all alone. But now, I don't know if I can even walk tomorrow." The next morning, as she struggled to stand, she heard a voice. "Are you all right?" It was a group of climbers who had spotted her tent while ascending. Lina forced a smile and said, "I'm fine." But her body betrayed her. She collapsed before she could take another step. They helped her down the mountain. At first, she hated herself for failing. She avoided her phone, ignored messages. But one evening, she opened an email from a girl in a neighboring village. It read, "Lina, I followed your journey. I cried when I heard what happened, but you've inspired me. You didn't fail. You showed us that even brave people need help sometimes, and that's okay." Those words melted the shame inside her. Lina looked in the mirror and whispered, "I was strong when I climbed, but I became wiser when I accepted help." A year later, Lina stood again at the base of Kalanag. This time not alone. She had a team: Sherpas, medics, fellow climbers. And when she finally stood at the summit, flag in hand and tears in her eyes, she smiled into the camera and said, "You don't have to do it all alone to be proud of yourself. Letting others help doesn't weaken your success. It strengthens it." Moral of the story: you don't have to carry your dream alone. Asking for help is not weakness, it's wisdom, and it could be the very thing that gets you to the top.